Okay, look at that. It's my first 2-strand twist. And I don't even have anything on the ends. I had no idea my hair would do that. I mean, it looks crazy because I don't know how to section it, but I mean, it's out, but come on now. I mean, where am I going like this?
Anywhere out there, they all stop and stare, admire your body language, speaking loud and clear.
I'm okay with the front, but then check the back out. It just looks fuzzy. Just looks like a fuzzy mess. Alright, y'all. I tried to salvage this hair. Okay. And like, you know, most of you, I was the same way, that every now and then, you know, you have that burning desire to see your length and, you know, have and feel the need to do a twist out, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I learned early on is that by doing twist outs back to back to back, when I went back to doing a wash and go, I didn't like the result. Just co-washed, and it's been about 3 weeks, I guess, since I took the stopped doing all the twist and braid outs. Do you see what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? So there's something definitely going on with my hair and twist outs. So then from that point on, what I did was I did a twist out maybe once every 3 to 4 weeks, and that was it. Especially early on when you're trying to grow your hair out. The last thing what you want is for your hair to stop looking short all the time. So even though you may be doing twist outs, the minute you try to go back to a wash and go, your hair may end up like mine and end up 50% shorter, and that was not something I wanted at all. Yes, I get them. It is a part of having this hair. But once your hair is in its dry state, I mean, we're all going to touch, we're all going to feel. It's something about this hair. But if you happen to feel a knot, you feel, you know, balls or single strands, it is what it is. Balls on the end where, you know, the hair got trapped and created a ball, the temptation is going to be you're going to try to undo it. And all you're going to do is make that knot tighter and end up having to cut your hair or you know, pull it out. And you don't want that. So resist it, resist it, resist it. And just wait until the next day when you're back in the shower, and you'll be surprised how forgiving your hair is at that state. Because once it dries, it's because it shrunk up and grabbed all those loose hairs. If you give your hair a chance to get wet again and get conditioner in it again, those shed hairs will come out, and 9 times out of 10 the knot will release. My shed hair is getting stuck, and I really shouldn't be dealing with it in this state, as I keep trying to tell you, because as you can see, because there is no slip in my hair, I'm getting a lot of resistance here to the knot. You see, I don't even listen to myself, right? And just like I said, what happened? I only got this knot because what was I doing? I was playing in it, right? If I see a single strand, I don't get rid of it simply because it's there. Let's face it, the only time you really know it's there is because your fingers is in it. If you wasn't touching your shit, you wouldn't feel it, right? So keep your hands out of your hair. I found that the less I use a comb or brush, the less tangles I have, and the more finger styling I do, my hair tends to find its own way. So It's like you really have to kind of change the way you think. And the only time this, you know, may not be true is if you're using gel. If you're using gel, especially out of the shower, number one, that is the only time I would even consider or suggest, if you're just dying to use a tool, that would be the time to do it. But only after you've thoroughly worked the gel through your hair with your fingers, because the hair is very slippery at that point. And so if you feel a knot, you know, you can deal with it very easily in that state with your hands. And if you must use a tool or a brush, that's when you do it. Why? Because gel properties clumps the coils together, so you won't be breaking up your curl pattern looking like a frizzy mess once you've done that. And I don't find that once you go back to washing and conditioning, getting back to not having anything in your hair, the hair doesn't shrink back or shrink up more dramatically than if you do it, say, with conditioner in your hair in the shower. And then when I think I've got a fairly decent amount of product in, I want to just dampen my hands and then really just kind of saturate, but it also gives me the slip that I need without adding a whole lot of extra product. And kind of go through with your fingers and look for tangles. Smooth it back out. Go through and finger rake. And then I do the ends again. Remember, always follow the direction your hair is growing. Okay. Smooth through one more time. Now my brush glides through. No effort at all. Getting it started. Now pay attention to how your hair grows out of your head. If your hair is twisted like this and you're trying to comb it, it's going to be a more of a fight. So you want to hold your hair in the direction that it grows and comb it out, brush it out in the direction that it grows. And again, I'm separating from the ends anytime I'm dealing with dry hair manipulation. That's why I put the stuff kind of like here first. Get a generous amount. Mostly because my hair is so thick. But, you know, I just gently try to get it in first. And at first it's going to look really crazy. And looks like a bunch of white crap is in my hair. I find if I really rake through my ends first with my fingers, it goes much easier and I'm pulling out less hair. And if you don't believe me, well, I did something that I told myself I wouldn't do again, knowing everything I know about my hair, listening to you guys. Have you tried it? Have you tried it? Well, I freaking tried it, and what did I learn? What I already know to be true. You know, I'm kind of scared to say it. I'm kind of scared to say it, but for what little bit that I did, so far I'm impressed. I think And I'll tell you why I say I think, but I'll tell you the good first. Just as most seem to have reported, this thing actually did glide through my hair. Now, let me first say though that when I first put the conditioner in my hair, I still did my usual finger detangling. I still went through, finger pulled, and got all the loose shed hair out that I could that way, like I normally do. You know, I want to believe in miracles, but I don't know if you can tell, like in through here, like the pattern's kind of gone. And then here you see how it's still a little more separated, but it's blended here. But wow, look at that. That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. So yes, this is 4B hair. And it's 4B hair like you've never seen before, because I treat this hair differently than what's ever been taught. Number one, it needs that conditioning step every day in order to get it to feel the way you want it to on a consistent basis. This hair has absolutely zero leave-in on it, and it feels great. Now, one leave-in that I didn't bring up that I've been using again for a while is the Giovanni leave-in. And again, with these products, a little goes a long way. But I typically don't need it because I've learned to appreciate how my hair is. And it's been easy to appreciate it that way when I have all these coils. And I don't look like a big frizz ball. So the thing is, I've kind of taken it in the reverse. I've decided that the way my hair looks is more important than how it feels. Meaning, you know, we tend to put on a lot of oils and things because we want our hair to feel a certain way. But if our hands weren't in our hair, we wouldn't know what it felt like, right? So as long as my hair looks good, I feel good. And the leave-in stuff is just, you know, I think it's necessary from time to time because we, you know, depending on our environment, we do need to kind of, once we've put the hydration in with the water, we do need something maybe to seal it in. But most of the time it's just to get a particular look and style. But the longer I've gone in wearing my hair like this, the easier it's been to appreciate it as it is. And again, it's much easier to appreciate when you're not looking like you have a fuzz of an afro. It's much easier to appreciate when you have these coils and people are going, hey, how'd you do that? It's a good feeling. So I hope this helps. And as always, if you have any questions, leave it below and we'll have a Q&A in the next video. All right? Peace.